Welcome to Louisville, one of the oldest cities west of the Appalachian, and home of America's true booze, bourbon, which is where 95% of global production happens, so it's not that hard to get your hands wrapped around a glass while you're here. While there is over a whopping 100 distilleries to explore in this area, one not to be missed is the delightfully named Angel's Envy, located inside the Heritage Factory District that is brimming with polished patina. This is actually one of the newest kids on the block, built on a family legacy that dates back hundreds of years, and in my opinion, makes some of the world's best bourbon. They have an elevated, modern touch that nods to the fun, rich history that bourbon demands, but the experience here is really second to none, which you're about to see. The Envy has amazing tours of their facility and many amazing tour guides, but Terry is bar none the best. He will take you through the ABCs of what makes great bourbon in a way that you didn't think was possible, slicing through their state-of-the-art beast of a bourbon plant, letting you get up close and personal with the quality ingredients that go into making this beloved spirit. You'll get to see, and more importantly, smell, the amazing fermentation process that allows this distillery to constantly produce award-winning whiskey and bourbon. At the top, we get a vantage view of their 3-story copper gravity still, where alcohol is refined by slowly dripping over cooling plates to produce an unparalleled pure base product. Terry just magically happens to have a bit of this lightning in a bottle, which at 160 proof almost vaporizes before you can even attempt to taste its pure fire. We then pop down to see how that gets transformed into a product unique to Angel's Envy. Traditional bourbon is made aging 125 proof white whiskey in newly charred oak barrels for 2 years. But then Angel Envy transfers that bourbon to be finished in port barrels sourced from Europe, which gives this golden elixir an exceptionally smooth and round finish, truly unlike any other label. But really, this is all foreplay for the main event, which happens in the most luxurious and refined tasting room upstairs. Set out before us are 3 beautiful samples of the height of Angel Envy's production to give us an idea of the refinement that can be achieved through generations of bourbon knowledge. Terry leads the charge as we try these 3 golden drams: straight bourbon finished in ruby port casks, a cask strength monster finished in a Caribbean rum cask, and an extremely rare sip of 9-year slow-aged 50-50 bourbon in a famed Japanese Mizunara oak barrel. I mean, this was amazing. While it honestly couldn't get better than this, it did. And we got a special invite to experience their coveted speakeasy, the 1010 Lounge, for a little cocktail hour before the main party. This opulent room was mirrored by an equally opulent drink, complete with gold swizzles savoring muddled maraschino cherries. We got to sip these lovelies in front of their small batch still, where they make special label bottles for their private guests. Ooh la la. You would think that all this opulence would have us prepared for the following, but no, nothing really could. Upstairs in their event space, a cornucopia of delicious delights awaited us for an evening of festive bourbon fun. Unique games were set up to bring the Kentucky Derby experience that's off-season right to us, which was a complete delight. And they had interesting activations like a seasoning bar where you can take your drink and, like a mad scientist, dabble in alcohol alchemy to add savory and sweet additions to your libations. Or, if you just wanted like an express train to the moon, what about a nitro pour espresso martini that delivers you delight within seconds? I mean, can I get one for home? That's really what I want. As we all got our grub on and wandered around the space, we discovered the carnival-like atmosphere that really showcased what this brand is all about. A sophisticated, savvy seduction of fun and friendship that is impossible not to leave a memory burned in your mind. At the end of the night, having all fallen deeply in love with Angel's Envy, I think we all found out that we were all winners and got to toast the great bourbon city with the greatest bourbon there is. Cheers.